To receive updates on all things regarding my content, follow me on Twitter at ProdigyxCD. Link will be down below in the description. This seems to be a very popular discussion in the live streams, in the comment sections, just all over social media in the Kingdom Hearts community. And that topic is about Yozora potentially being playable in the future. What can he bring to the table that we haven't already experienced with Sora and the other Guardians of Light? How would he play? Would he play similar to a Kingdom Hearts character, even though he doesn't have a Keyblade? Would he play more similar to a Noctis from Final Fantasy 15? And when could this happen? Could this happen in a non-numbered title between Kingdom Hearts 3 and Kingdom Hearts 4? Could this happen in Kingdom Hearts 4 in a tutorial segment maybe? Nomura obviously has put a lot of stock and interest in Yozora. It's a character that he's likely going to be spending a lot of time on going forward in the Kingdom Hearts series. And this was very apparent to me very early on in Kingdom Hearts 3, as I saw him in the secret ending and I saw him in Verum and I saw that really cool CGI trailer they played in Toy Box. And it became even more apparent for everyone else as we saw him in the secret episode for Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind, and that was when everyone was sold on Yozora. It took a little bit of convincing. It took a whole year for people to be convinced. It took DLC for people to be convinced, but Yozora is coming. He is coming. But will he be playable though is the question. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? My name is Prodigy and welcome to another video on the channel. Today guys, as you can probably figure, we are going to be talking about the topic of Yozora potentially being playable in Kingdom Hearts 3. How could it be? What are my opinions on it? And what can he offer to the Kingdom Hearts series that we haven't really experienced before? Spoiler alert, a lot. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. So the interest in Yozora comes a lot from Final Fantasy Versus 13. There are some obvious differences, but it's clear that this character is inspired off of Final Fantasy, inspired off of Versus 13, Final Fantasy 15, a past project Nomura worked on. We even used information in the past about this past project to figure out to get the early jump on the theory that the star girl in the final world, the nameless star, was the girl in the Yozora trailer. Now that part hasn't necessarily been confirmed, but we were right about the part about that girl saying the name Yozora, and Sora confirmed that for us in the secret episode. We got the jump on that using information from Versus 13, where we took the name of a girl, Stella, translated it, and figured out that her name meant Night Star Sword. And I could go way deeper into that, but you could simply watch the theory in the card in the top right. But that's just a simple example to prove in a way that Versus 13 obviously has some ties to Yozora. This past project that Nomura worked on obviously has something to do. He's taking some ideas, some inspiration from that project and bringing it into Kingdom Hearts. But how different is he making it? How has this idea evolved over time? Because it's been some years since Nomura's been taking off the project. And I have a feeling that Nomura actually might have been planning to collide Kingdom Hearts and this project way earlier than we could have expected, but that part could be for another video. I think Yozora being playable in a Kingdom Hearts game sounds like a fun idea. I'm a little skeptical about it, of course, but I'm very open to it. Yozora obviously has a lot of parallels to Sora. That seems to be something that they're trying to gauge interest off of. I mean, before we transition into Shibuya, we transition into Sora's Station of Awakening, actually, in the secret episode. I feel like that little part of that cutscene might have a lot more significance than we let on. Yozora is a Sora from a alternate dimension, or at least that's the simplified way of putting it. He's a character that is extremely similar to Sora, yet very different at the same time, and it's kind of hard to explain. They attempt to represent this by giving him the same exact quote from Sora in the Kingdom Hearts 1 opening in the secret ending, and it was something that definitely raised a lot of eyebrows. Yozora's powers aren't exactly clear to us yet. It doesn't seem like he has a Keyblade at the moment, or maybe he has some different type of power that's similar to the Keyblade, but from what we know about his powers based off of the death screens of Kingdom Hearts 3, the closest thing we can get at is it seems like his power has something to do with creations, maybe. Something to do with creations and data, which a power like that has a lot of potential. And we saw a lot of that potential showcased to us in the secret boss fight for Kingdom Hearts 3. One of the most curious things about him being playable is if he would play similar to Kingdom Hearts, or if he would play more similar to a Final Fantasy. Now, I feel like personally they would have to keep the Kingdom Hearts like feel going like into that sort of game. However, Yozora, just his kit by itself, since I don't think we've ever played as someone who hasn't had a Keyblade, and it seems like his combat style doesn't flow like Sora's or Riku's, etc.'s, which on one hand could make things very interesting, but also on the other hand, you would risk potentially taking away some of the feel, some of the foundation that people play Kingdom Hearts for. Now, it's not unusual for Kingdom Hearts games to completely change their formula. In a sense, every single Kingdom Hearts game changes their formula, but to a degree, they always have that similar feel. They always remain the same at their core. And while Yozora has a 2-hour segment, 3-hour segment, a full game about him called Kingdom Hearts Verum Rex or something, maybe has a slight focus on Sora as well, I'm sure a lot of us would be very interested. It really does make me wonder though, because in a way, I kind of do think it's extremely possible for Yozora to be playable in the future, because we do have a completely new team working on a Kingdom Hearts game that is going to be coming out pretty soon, apparently at least. And I theorize that that game is about Kairi and Riku, and if the game is going to talk about Riku a little bit, then I wouldn't be surprised if Yozora ended up popping up in that game. And if he was playable for a short little segment where you explore Shibuya or whatever city he's in, I think that would be very, very interesting. Because the next saga for Kingdom Hearts, while we do have a lot of character arcs, well, done at the moment, we also have a lot more characters than ever. So you have a high demand for characters to be playable, like more so than really ever before. I mean, like, think about it. Like, half of the roster for Kingdom Hearts 3 was pretty much gone. They were inside Sora's heart, gone in the realm of darkness, sleeping, or there was something going on with a lot of the Guardians of Light, like going into Kingdom Hearts 3 and going into the ending of the game. But now that a lot of those characters are back and they're alive, they have their Keyblades, they're doing their thing, a lot of them are probably going to be involved in the next arc in some way, shape, or form. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw characters like Xion, Roxas, every single one of the original Guardians of Light ending up being playable in the future, because I feel like there's a high demand for it, and I feel like Square Enix probably can't ignore that. And if Yozora really is as inspired as he is off of Versus 13, then I know Nomura really, really would love him to be playable as well, or at least at some point in the future. I don't know when, but I feel like Nomura would probably want that to happen. So a Yozora backstory is going to be coming, definitely. I definitely think we're going to get our Yozora backstory, whether it's in a playable segment, whether it's in a movie, cutscene, a game where Sora's exploring Shibuya and he's finding out more about him. There's honestly just a lot to look forward to with this character. There's a lot of interest in him being playable, and I wonder if they're going to do it. I wonder how soon they're going to do it too. Are they going to do it in the next game? Are they going to get all of his backstory out of the way immediately? Or are they going to kind of like pull us along and give it to us later, maybe after Kingdom Hearts 4 or during Kingdom Hearts 4 or something? Like, maybe we might have to wait a couple of games for that Yozora playable segment, but is it coming? I think it's possible, to be honest. If I had to put a number on it, I'd say it's like 50-50. I feel like there's a huge possibility that Nomura really wants Yozora to be playable, because if he is inspired off of Versus 13, then Nomura probably sees Yozora as a sort of alternate protagonist going further into the Kingdom Hearts series. So if Nomura values Yozora that highly, then it would make sense for Nomura to put Yozora in a position like that to be playable, whether he has a Keyblade or not. But on the other hand, I feel like there's a lot of other characters who are already pretty established in the Kingdom Hearts series who are now back in the fray after being saved in Kingdom Hearts 3, who a lot of people would probably want to be playable. Like Kairi, for example. People still want Riku to be playable again. Sora is going to be playable, obviously, in the future, of course. We have people like Xion back, Roxas, the Birth by Sleep trio is off doing something. So I feel like if anything, those other characters would probably get the opportunity to be playable like first or way before Yozora does. Like, they'd be like higher up on the list, like a Roxas or a Xion or a Terra Aqua Ventus, and Yozora would kind of be like in the back of the line. So that's where the 50-50 comes from, but I do think it's very possible. I think that whether it's a small segment or a full game about him, I don't think we'd get a full game personally, but whether it's a small segment or a full game, I think he will probably be playable in the future. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, leave a comment down below telling me what you think about all of this. Go ahead and leave a comment, a paragraph if you want, telling me like what you think a Kingdom Hearts game Verum Rex would be like, a Kingdom Hearts Yozora game would be like. Would it take place in Shibuya? Would it kind of be following like Sora's story, but like different? Would it be a small playable segment? Would it be a big one, a whole game about him? Would it have no Disney World? What do you think a Yozora game would be like? What is your dream Yozora game? Do you think he should be playable at all? Also, don't forget to leave a like, share the video with a friend or a family member, and last but not least, if you're not already and want to become a part of the union, all you have to do is hit that red little subscribe button down below. My name is Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.